Hello, First Communion families. How are you? Welcome to the year of 2 beautiful sacraments for your child. I am so excited to be walking with you on this journey for First Reconciliation and First Holy Communion. I am hoping that I get to meet with most of you in person, but understand with this coronavirus and the way the year is going with the pandemic, it may not be possible. So I decided to make this quick video to kind of explain our process here at St. Cecilia's and just to give you guys all the information at the same time. Please know that my calendar option is open and you are welcome to schedule an in-person meeting with me or an online meeting where we can see and talk back and forth at any time. So here is how we do our program here at St. Cecilia's. We do our program in 2 parts. We focus on First Reconciliation this first semester, and then the next semester we focus on First Holy Communion. Both semesters run almost identical in what we offer and how we go about things. So I'll explain to you about First Reconciliation. What we believe and what the Catholic Church teaches is that parents, by right of baptizing their children, are the primary caregivers and the primary educators of the faith to their children. I know that seems really daunting, and a lot of times when we baptize our children, we don't really understand what we're actually saying yes to. But that is a big yes, that we are saying that we as parents are going to pass that church faith on to our children. So I am here to walk with you. While your child might be involved in CGS or our traditional classroom model faith formation program, or you may be choosing to do a home study option this year, even though your child is more than likely taking part in hopefully in one of those 3 areas, Sacramental Prep is in addition to that. Okay, so for First Reconciliation, we will be providing each of you this year with a box that looks like this from Blessed. It's from Dynamic Catholic. It is the book that we have been using the last few years, but they ran a special this year, so that's why we have the boxed edition. And inside there'll be a letter, but you will see that it is our DVD. There is a prayer process card. And then there are 2 books, and this is what I'm really excited about for you guys this year. We have our book that we've always given out for the students. There's 6 chapters. They're beautiful. They are very child friendly. Okay, so there are chapters in here. But you're also getting the leader guide. So as the parent, you can look through this book, and it has the kid books inside, but then it has questions and extra information for you as the parent to enhance your conversations with your child. I just love it. It even says, take a stretching break. Kids at this age tend to get restless, and when they get restless, they lose focus. So have them stand up, stretch out their legs, and shake off their restlessness. And then it gives you another tip here, if you're following a certain format to do. So this, you're going to get all of this to help you prepare your child. So there are, like I said, there are 6 chapters. You will have from the time you pick up the book until the middle of November to get through those 6 chapters. You can read the book with your child. If your child is a reader, he or she can do the reading, and then you can have conversations. Or there's also, all the chapters are on this DVD. Cute little video that covers the same information. Some families use this to prepare their child. They let the child watch it and then they do the book. Sometimes they just do the book. Sometimes they'll do the DVD, and some people will use the DVD at the end before the sacrament to let them watch and kind of review all of the information. So now I don't want all those books back. They're for you to keep. They're too beautiful. So you need to keep them for a resource for your family. So what you'll also be getting is this discussion packet. Please note that we do have these in Spanish, and we have materials in Spanish. If you or somebody you know needs Spanish, let them know. So each one of these pages corresponds with a chapter in the book. Okay, so you're going to go through and do the book just like it is, but then you and your child are going to fill out this together. This should not be a stressor for you or your child. So if your child is like my Harrison and not a very good writer, or writing is really hard for them, they do not have to do the writing on this. You as the adult can do this you can do the writing. And lots of it is discussion. So like talk to them about your baptism. You don't have to go into great detail on this. We just want it filled out so that we know that you have discussed these things with your child and your child is prepared. Also at the bottom, there is a prayer that you can work on that week. And just know that they don't have to have the prayers memorized word for word, but they need to know them pretty well. Okay. Also for First Reconciliation, we will have the act of contrition on a card for them. So they need to be familiar with it. They need to be able to read it. But when they go in for that First Reconciliation, we'll have all the steps and we'll have that prayer written out for them. So they just have to read it. So they don't have to be nervous about that. You will also get a document like this. This will be attached in your email also. But I'll also put one in each box, and this just goes through all the dates that we have for this year, because there's a lot of them, so you need to get them on your calendar. It also tells you that the reconciliation packets are due November 15th, and to watch for signups, because in addition to this home prep, we also have some preparation that you can do here at church. The first one is our learning centers. So that is from on the 28th or the 30th of September, and it is from 4 to 8. I'll send a sign up later, but how that works is we'll have 3 different rows in the social hall, and there'll be 5 stations for each row. So you'll have 5 stations or centers to go to with your child. They'll be socially distanced. It's just you working with your child. Both parents can come, one parent can come, however it is best for you. And you will work through those at your own pace. The reconciliation ones take a little longer. I'd say to plan for an hour on those, but it depends on your conversation and how much you do with your child at each one. So the sign up will come. We'll have 3 families sign up at a time. We'll start about 15 to 20 minutes in between. So like I said, very socially distanced, easy to have. The next big thing is our retreat. Our retreat is scheduled for November 15th. Times to be determined. This is the time where your child comes, and we might even have a parent segment. That one is up in the air. We're waiting to see where we are in this virus and what we can do. So it may be something where I just do some videos like this online with you, or it might hopefully be in person. So time will have to tell. And First Reconciliation is on November 21st. I believe it will be at 9 o'clock. I don't have that time written down because it is going to be at St. Thomas. We do First Reconciliation together. So Father Kyle and Father Father Don, and Father Ben, and we'll probably have a couple other priests there to help, so it goes a little faster. So that is the gist of First Reconciliation. First Communion looks exactly the same. We have First Communion Learning Centers. We'll hopefully have a First Communion retreat, and then we'll have First Communion. One awesome thing we do here at St. Cecilia's is for First Communion, you have the option of what Mass your child receives at. So if everything goes as planned, we reserve the first 2 weekends in May for First Communion. and you sign up during the Mass that you usually attend. So either 8:30, 10:30, you can even do the Spanish Mass or Saturday night Mass. We'll have a sign up for those, but you can kind of be thinking and talking with your family about what weekend works best for you. So we'll have around 8 to 10 kids receiving their first Holy Communion during that Mass. They will receive first, and then the rest of the congregation will come up and receive their first or their communion as well. We do it this way because we want to welcome them into our parish and into our table. So what better way than to celebrate their first Holy Communion with the people that they will always be receiving their communion with in the next upcoming Sundays. So that is a fast rundown of what we are planning for this year for First Holy Communion and First Reconciliation. Just know that you need to come in and pick up your green box as soon as possible so you can get started and have the most time to work through those 6 chapters, because they do take a little while. We say about a chapter every week and a half, but if you wait too long to pick up your books, you will not have 6 weeks before November to finish that. One quick thing is when you stop in to pick up your green packet, make sure you sign this with your child's name and your name so I can keep track of who has their packets. So any questions, give me a call. It's in my email, or you can email me. Stop in anytime. I am here to walk with you, and I look forward to that journey with you and getting to know you and your First Communion child well this year.